And let's welcome Mr. Solomon Owusu, Communications Director for the newly formed United Party. Mr. Owusu, thank you very much. And we know say you are very busy, but you are making time for us. We really appreciate that. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, and good evening to you. It's evening in Ghana. I'm sure it's afternoon in the US.
It is afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yes, yeah, good afternoon to your listeners.
Thank you so much. So let's start the interview by asking, you were a movement, right? Now, first of all, has a Casabia Ghana for Tibia, you can't be waha into the patch or the baby, I know what come in. Yo, now, number your movement, to say, you've matured or metamorphosed or transmogrified into a full-fledged political party. What informed the decision to move from a movement into a full-fledged political party?
But that's my main fun is Adorye free NPP mono in 2023 no. Now you put a party a political party. Then yeah movement be another year person. And early September. But I check September 2023 to the next election of 2024 December now. Here, because a file documents with electoral commission say party bar. A better ansana party no in the final certificate. A better Abuama a candidate to be a contested election 2024 and you're rally. And the Political Parties Act, the Electoral Laws of the Land, who said, the end about the easy route out, about the shortest option. I bet Buama, the candidate to rally and to be a contested election 2024 as a presidential candidate. And you was that your man could just a content as independent and no requirement and no so.
Okay.
And the president of the course an independent candidate, it could be antanechi. And a general ma, Yakofa, idea friend movement for change. The movement was changed in a political party. Now, more or less a pressure group, a special purpose vehicle. And then by not a tie oral and the independent candidate Chanechi. Said a bear or call constituency toss near ye, at least obey any pa, a becan hoa, a bebuana campaign. Now, a real election 2024, no, every year, since December. Not just I was say, go back to the original idea, say, Nanka party, na betino. And at the same time, electoral commission declared results. The AI said, we have been doing back and forth to the electoral commission. Now you submit your documents for the political party. And then I charge on the 3rd of October 2025, electoral commission and buying the provisional license. To me, your political party, partially or more accepted. Now, you establish your offices across the country, near Mameji. The final certificate. And you can where did the background to what
I see. Not to say the who know and Richie a kind saying provisional license and a more Yadama must say full license.
Electoral Commission or my 2 licenses or my provisional license or my provisional license area, they can say on the person who offices across the country.
Okay.
Now, I feel executives funding, you have to get funding members across all the constituencies. And no, you have to come on more offices now. About the final certificates number.
Yeah, because funding members are dues paying members are not say bankrolling members.
No, be our Ghana near where give fear you about what. Or person near party or GD, say you are, which are a founding member. Say, why I mean, we interview our own constituency of Ghana. I'll condo you, Pida, Omiatia. Nasi show Nasa modern bono, a commitment level so was eventually a founding member of the very constituency. Otuaba. Cannot go for a voting age, normally about 21, I think. I'm Ghana for 2 years founded, but please. It's a matter of say, you put your documents together.
Me sure say, you say a Berman since so one son of ham. Me GD pass as an experienced politician of Alan Martin's caliber, no, or by one in an son with here, wait 29 said, or by former political party. I have no doubt about that at all. Yen share, yen ko, and more anthem cry, you know, other parties see me be, tongue in cheek.
In fact,
Okay, so you know, a few, you know, brass tacks questions. First of all, me say lawyer Nochi, me sure so lawyer Nochi, a famed historian in Ghana at this time. Great. Me an interview back when he made a certain point, which I definitely says I have to bring it to your attention to get a response. Or say the MPP, you know, is out to punish. I mean, the UP is out to punish the NPP with its formation. Please react to that for me.
Let me say, sir, yes, you have a political party to win political power. And then to win political power, it means that one of the duopolies, or say, also for short. And it is San or who say, Esa say, and you say, Babaji to me, not to me, is within reach the year. Not just a dear walk, and yet too far off any objective. But one of our stated objectives is the person it displaces one of the duopolies. I know your friends here, in fact, yeah, not only party, the Quaker areas. Say, you say, yeah, one of the duopolies. And then, you know, say, one of the duopolies in the year. Not definitely. NDC
there should be a casualty.
Yes. Now, majority of our members now, every day, NDP stock.
Yeah.
And you know, Sanaya ni Bushiane, acquaintances, Ubia no pay us to about my NPP, and they have performed the UPR. Obviously, the casualty would affect the MPP. They will be the first target. And Sana, and the MPP, no one's going to be disgranted. They are very dissatisfied because of the way manner party now Gasano or treating go for. And then one was said, since the party by response rate across the world, and yet Ghana across the world, Ghana for a bargain injustice. And on your wrong, but for all you know, no, and if one is a cranoa, a person of the kind, if you don't want the crano, I catastrophic. And that's almost almost the position we know.
If you went heavy.
The level of credibility, among who said, the interim executives are you know. And more and with him together with the policies, your vision, any mission, any key objectives, another key policy directions. And more amount of so be said, given the opportunity, no, yes, you be travel be something different. More man could Sana,
yo, now you might say more a centrist party. Now, in Ghana politics, and then how attractive is a centrist party? Who's a Ghana very sharply divided along MPP NDC lines. Now here comes the third force, and my title for today was: is the UPNU going to be the much awaited third force now? But you see, crowd also put the one third force, one of the duopolies, right? So that has been answered for me quite clearly. But question maybe Sani said, how attractive is a centrist party in Ghana today, considering the politics that's pertaining?
So first of all, young Ghana for United with Chief Frontiers, the two political parties and this year. Only clear cut. Your friend is saying, for want of a better
majority.
It's a vision, and I said,
clear cut vision, okay.
Yes, and also almost state your own political position. Omuni, Umusa, it was a way and another way. And this Becca somewhere center left, and the Becca somewhere center right. So, yes, by any philosophical hard, only philosophy, that's the word I was looking for. Any philosophical position of centrism, no? ASF, offer UP, the original UP now a more conservative party. Now, I believe in the free market enterprise. Say the private sector is the engine of growth. That was the original idea of the UP. Now this UP, antagonistic towards the CPP in those days.
Yeah.
And those CPP in those days, Kwame Nkrumah and Banomi a center left. Almost is there. Bibiana was a state, and the leading. Was a state farms, state this, state that,
state housing corporation.
Exactly. Now with your centrist approach, you believe that you have found the old goodies or the good policies of the old UP. Anna, you put the bad ones, happening. Just being antagonistic towards the CVP, it's not relevant in today's politics because you need everyone to build Ghana. And yes, you can first CPP ideas to the upper. Say the state must provide its original behave in its original function. So on my Biano, it provided the enabling environment for the private sector to thrive. And these are buying the lead business. I buy the other say, the institution interest rate above 4. The institution taxes are relatively cheap. And I said, no. The institution say, of that Burma, the much needed infrastructure, acquire schools for home, hospitals for home. Not private sector, no. I take you over. Not to be Amma, Ekuma Abai. Because Ghana, Abai is unable to employ more than 700,000. But the population of Ghana is hovering around, say, almost 34 million. With 34 million population, you are likely to have about 50% of your population within the adult bracket. It is all fine, it's 50% here within the adult bracket now. That is 17 million people. A B equals school, a B here. Technically, you have about close to 15 million people or say Obunya Dumani. Short term. Other public sector need to know more. It is all your banners when you have breast of the Zoma or for the Juma. Then the concentration must be on the private sector. Quickly,
hold your thought. Don't, I hope I'm not distracting you. But what would be the reaction to say people are not too much in favor of the trickle down approach, which is that let's focus on giving the wealth to some people, let's say industrialists, people who we will enable to start this industrialization here working, for instance, and then we wait for the benefits to trickle down to the ordinary man. There are people who are not too much a fan of that type of approach.
Well, these are people who are selfish. In the system we are operating, a few people have hijacked. They know that this is the only way out to make them more minor survival. But it's as though almost we say, and therefore, it's in the interest of a few people in this country. Say majority will be poor. It's as though we say, they are irrelevant anymore. Unfortunately, that's the stark reality. But you believe say yes, I did no. Or my be India. There were a bush of Kobe. I said that this come up with believe so many new business here. No, but they're not a map. Don't do
to be honest with you, Solo, even America, Krana, is a capitalist, whatever. If you really check it out, it was the Rockefellers and those kind of people who put the money together, the Brooklyn Bridge, and then Musi and there are people who put their money in there and make sure it happens. And then there are people who also had the knowledge. It's okay, whatever now keep your better said they wouldn't contribute that. So anyhow.
But that is the philosophy, that has been the philosophy of the movement for change and now the UP. And even when you were in the MPP, you did the great transformation plan. That has always been the philosophy. So movement is kind of few businessmen,
how about Komoye na government was stake in that, right? And yes, there's a danger of enriching a few people, versus everybody else.
No, but that is why we say first of all, I buy beer technically in Ghana, close to 25% in every company if it is private.
Okay.
Because the whole year, at the end of every year, every company is supposed to pay what you call corporate tax of 25%.
Okay.
It is in your interest that there will be businesses. Who monitor the year. If our system is not structured, if our system is not formalized, there is no way anybody could evade tax. America would pay. So we pay the tax.
For the most part.
I buy the car about the amount also. And that's what the amount free. And then you have equity in the business. That's the first thing.
Okay.
What you say?
All right.
So if you can't have the amount, it is coming at an interest rate. Sometimes you convert the interest or the amount into equity. Or better say the amount based on the check. So you're not buying this car. But a buyer will not give it to you at a ridiculous interest rate. And I'm watching.
Matthias.
Very low interest. What the year, ama. Your Fenipa, Uncle Funya,
tax.
And then so you the trickling effect, it affects the entire economy.
Okay. Yanko back to the UP, and this formation, Me sure say what is some of this, and I'm sure say you probably have treated it with disdain. But let me ask you again. At least I'll try to rephrase. Edin UP, couldn't you have chosen a different name? What informed you choosing UP?
Because we believe in UP. We are UP traditional. We are UP traditionalists.
Okay. Okay, so already I'm finding some dichotomy there, because first of all, you are telling us that we're centrist. If I'm not center right or center left, or if I'm center left, right, you were center right. And you want to move to the middle, and you want me to move to the middle with you. But now again, you are clinging on to your tradition, which is UP, which is center right. Why?
So that is why what they say is UP and the plus we are the UP plus is an enhanced version of the UP. Yes, we start here now. We can be all the good policies of the UP. Anna, that put your name, everywhere. And the money UP plus, because Hopeson win elections. What is good from the center right and good from the center left. You have to say you are maintaining the original UP. And M1 center left ideas and also entering for one during the day. And nothing they say about me. And UP by the carrier the acronym because the UP plus. Meaning I have 5 3 plus and 13 plus. It's another 13 Pro Max, an enhanced version of 13. So, yes, we believe in majority of the policies of the old UP. However, we believe that in the modern day politics, you cannot use that alone to build Ghana. You need other shades of opinion. Divergent views are making a memoir. Ama or minor conning fast, hence the UP plus. Do you believe here? Young family members, you believe in majority of the ideas, hence the UP.
Now. My intro video, this is why I really needed you on TV, so that you see the video. But at least you can.
My party at this stage. So
and to make a quick commercial break, Nanka, try signing on. And but before I record them, you were no mammy and son and na young fan called Pachopi. UP a certain history, right? The imagery for it, whether it's perception or reality. There are people who believe, say, okay, say UP, Nana Drianko, they almost to bomb, Crime and Chroma, stuff like that. Of course, there are also the good parts that you can also mention. But say, okay, say, centrist party, a new party, people to join. Don't you think that there's an imagery problem there? Because once you say UP, now say maybe in Nkrumah is Kakribia, it would need a lot of work to start convincing me, say, oh, that's not what I mean, but come over. And
so until I mentioned your friend UP plus.
Matthias, but I just want to talk about the imagery, you know, the perception.
So, yes. So yeah, can you understand? You have to the bad side of the UP, no, actually.
Okay.
In fact, I know that I launch party, no. So connected now. There was no way UP air launching and they are now in the program. They are seeking for the party. But really a party. There was a CPP general secretary. Interestingly, they invited every political party, but they were the only people that came.
Oh,
but
wow.
They understood.
NDC didn't come?
NDC didn't come, NPP didn't come.
Wow.
None of the political parties came, but the CPP came. So that's it. And now I instructed because they understood our concept. Say, look, it is not about the old things that happened. They believe that now we have to collaborate more and work. That's what I said. When we started our politics, it was the UP and the CPP, that's the case. Now, CPP more or less is collapsing. Virtually collapsed. UP is a new cry. Where are we? I'm going to MPP. Where are another people's party? And yet the new patriotic party cry.
Radio, culture.
No, we just back the political authority of this country called Ghana. And you say, I don't want to have a boom. Teacher, perception to cry there. In your cry.
Okay, yo. Bepacho, you have a quick commercial break. Hope say over Basona, you're picking up from there. I have a video to show you that I need you to react to for me, please. But before we do that, now also let me draw your attention and to the attention of our viewers and listeners. To say, besides CPP showing up for, we say, in Alan Chamatin's speech, he actually gave tribute to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Just a note. We will be back after this commercial break, hopefully with Solomon on TV, and then we'll continue from there. Thank you very much. We will be right back after this commercial break.
Thank you very much.
United we shall stand. United we shall win. United
Whoa, give it up.
United we shall stand.
Yes. With a hand of clap offering, let's welcome on stage the man that the world wanted him to be our trade boss, the former Minister of Trade and Industry, the special one, the analyst, the castman to the podium. Thank you.
Today, we are ushering a new era, a new dawn in Ghanaian politics. A new dawn that will end the divisiveness, acrimony, and rancor in politics in Ghana. A new dawn that will also end the duopoly in Ghanaian politics by offering Ghanaians a credible alternative and eliminate the culture of winner takes all. A new dawn that will bring about economic transformation, which will translate into massive job opportunities, usher in a golden age of business, and also create prosperity for our country, Ghana. A new dawn that will mobilize the collective strengths and talents of all Ghanaians for national development, irrespective of age, ethnicity, religion, or political affiliation. A new dawn that will promote accountable and transparent governance and introduce a policy. A new dawn protect the environment and promote sustainable development. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is what underpins the establishment of the United Party. The UP, as you've been told, is a broad-based, and every word here is pregnant with meaning. The UP is a broad-based, that's number one. Two, and then it seeks to build a united Ghana. The vision of the United Party is to make Ghana the economic powerhouse of Africa by 2040. By 2040. And that is what we call Vision 2040. And we are branding this as the Paradise Project. So by 2040, if the people of Ghana, by the grace of God, install us in power, then we promise them that by 2040, Ghana will become a paradise. Now, you may articulate your vision, but what is it that you are going to do to realize your vision? That is what your mission is. And our mission as a party is to build one, a united, peaceful, secure, and prosperous country. But what is our vision? Our mission is to provide equal opportunity for all Ghanaians, not for some, but for all Ghanaians. What we have been witnessing since independence is that the opportunities are open for only a few people. The United Party is going to change the dynamics in Ghanaian politics. We want to introduce a culture of discipline in all aspects of national life. We are very indisciplined. If a function is supposed to start at 10, they assume that everybody will be late. So we should come at 11 o'clock. We want to unleash the entrepreneurial spirit of the Ghanaian. What makes Ghanaians different is because of that spirit. But our politics has dampened that spirit in us. You need a new party that will unleash the entrepreneurial spirit of Ghanaians. Number 8, we want to promote free speech and freedom of association. This is one of the core values of the old UP. That is why we are talking about UP. But it is UP plus, because we've gone beyond even the values of the old UP. That is why we call ourselves UP plus. You've also been told that our values are based on the original UP tradition. But we have moved on further to become center party in the middle. We bring countrymen and women the great transformational plan which we developed under the movement for change and which has been widely acknowledged all over the world. All over the world. If you get the chance to read the GTP, you make sure that the United Party becomes the next government in Ghana.
All right, let's pause there. We'll come back to the video because there's still some part that I need you all to watch and listen to. But let me take the time now to welcome my guests. Mr. Hopeson Adorye has also, and of course, when you say we were on already with Solomon Owusu, who is now joining us on TV. I think that he's still in his car. It's a bit dark, but please bear with us. Yeah, as for Hopeson there, Hopeson, you have to introduce me to your tailor. Oh. Seriously, the way you are going.
Good evening from Ghana.
Good evening. Thank you very much. But anyhow,
it seems I don't know. Your voice is very low. I don't know whether the volume of your microphone is down.
I am all the way up. Please check your end instead.
I've also given a full volume, but.
So are you having the same issue?
Yeah. First and foremost, let me just apologize. It seems it escaped me a bit. your producer could have elected me earlier on the day, and it's now 6. Sorry.
Not a problem. Not a problem, crowd. Better late than never. You know, and we also
it's now 6 o'clock, and then we have a executive meeting 6:30.
Oh.
So I can only do about 10, 15 minutes.
Let's put the best
so
in
that
here.
I can.
Let's put the best in
If
there.
not,
Owusu.
I decided to join so that it will not be a disappointment and put you this or that. So at least 10, 15 minutes will do.
I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
So let's go straight to it then. So we have already answered some of the questions with Solo, who I believe will be joining us. But just so we don't get repetitive, let me ask you some of the questions we haven't already tackled. Okay. We've already read about the great transformational plan. We know what your party is about. You've also described yourself as a centrist party. As someone that maybe Solo and Sana year call breaking this, when somebody hears UPR, not just call the old UP, so if I'm in chroma aligned, it initially doesn't sound attractive to me until you have explained what your actual vision and philosophy is to me. What do you think about that?
Okay. I'm finding it difficult to hear you, but it seems I got a little. I'm trying to see if I can switch to the other phone as we are speaking to see. Maybe I may get this in clearer there.
Okay, I can hear you very well.
So let me just try and see. Continue. Okay. Just a moment there.
All right. Okay.
I will go off from this one.
Okay.
Go. Now yes. I can hear you loud and clear.
Fantastic. So it was from your end.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Adorye, thank you very much for making the time for us. Okay. Etinami Bisa said, when somebody hears the name UP, right?
Yeah.
I said, oh yeah, in Chroma aligned that. Now I feel more centrist party, new party. I feel more tries more catch more for attention. Don't you think that the name UP, no, you have to do too much explaining and some amount for say, oh, okay, this is what you mean.
No, it's like your friend Obiyao, no Coco de Bonia. Does it mean say we share your Obioma, not just say, say, I know, where the body of one, there be zone, you know. And then, yeah, target, the youth. And the youth, you know, how many of them know UP? So, what can say UP, rather, they don't know, except or more school, more read about the political parties in Ghana and in the Kakikam. That is our year. Now, focus and say, look, let us build what will unite the nation. And Osha, mission, I mean, United Ghana is what we are preaching. And they say, Sadia, then let us form a party, ever go along that. It's a united party. That's okay. First number for grab a Dini Bisham United Movement Party, Nini Kaika home, yes, you would be. Yeah, pen United Party Nisa. Send your bay. Aside that, what targeting penny for Nankasan, most of them have some kind of belief will be trust to be in the old UP. And this uncle for no who say, and MPP party now veer off from that core values now. Na UP no you know nti almost say I want some money age UP na badia and ye be kwa kodwa ne nyina ya ye ho look Friday I was on my way to Metro TV in the afternoon ana menya message from openi bi pa vat em fan say o your hinimpo just in some will be pa and was sending me message was saying I'm going to sponsor this party.
Wow.
So draw your budget for me, I was just shocked. What's it been your budget from now to 2028? You know, no one sure how it's going to sponsor. And I'm catching say for now, you here, you're working on our offices, you know, first. Regions and then the constituencies. You hear honoma then ne ewo honum ne ade o se menya ho ayimra. So I just say I reminding Crawford be say penny for party bi wo honum ene ne ka ho. So on that no. Eti adene de I think say we don't need too much explanations because political party bi aba piano NDC, MPP, PNC, CPP ni ne ka ho ina no. I don't think so. Edino was something to be explained. Answer Obiba Jwania Wajani.
Except say in this case, now you're a bit peculiar because Moog claiming centrist, right? And
Yeah.
still you are hanging on to a center-right ideology. I mean, not the ideology, but at least that the image, you know, the philosophy, you know. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because yeah, centrist, no, I don't know what to say. We are not entirely believe in the center right, not entirely believe in the center left.
Exactly.
Are you getting it?
Exactly.
There are certain things, there are some values in center left that we believe, we'll bring it there. There's values in the center right that we value, we'll bring it there. So we are going to look at the quality of the so great values are Ghana for I don't know.
With the time, my movie on from and on. Let me be some other
right.
which I think are
Right.
more pressing. Yeah, can't regional offices near there. So share the formation of the UP now. Many of the founding members now. And you can help me here. Does it have a good regional representation in the leadership?
Why not? The national chairman is coming from the north. The general secretary is coming from the Ashanti. The national organizer or the field operations is coming from the Volta region. Oshe Yekani saying the women's organizer is also coming from the north. Oshe, the communication director, is also coming from Central and then Ashanti. Oshe, the deputy, from Central. Oshe, deputy general secretary coming from the Volta region. Other officers are every west near the other. So, regionally balanced. I can assure you, say, you cast a frontliners no should come out. You will see, say, it's not a particular region or tribe that are fronting this particular. I can assure you.
Okay, now during the launch, you had said something about Vision 2040.
Yeah.
Next said, in 2040, we will see some great transformation now, like very visible transformation.
That's right.
Practically speaking, it's going to take you a little bit of time to garner that energy and the base to win power to make that 2040.
I don't know. You're wrong. You're wrong assertion. Okay. I will not take you far. When you go to Benin, what try to go power through Benin? Okasa would drive 45 minutes, 1 hour, what drew Honum. ABSida. What you say? Two parties were ruling that country now for some time. And at 2016, send your tour lunch mantia or Mudin and ya Ebitu Obi or Honum. What is the name? One be referred the first name by Tolon. The son name near Tolon. I know move out. He said no, call us independent. Now man force Reno said no Mosala and Chairman. You have to have no winning. CNN I showed documentary on Benin president, independent president, it take you over. Great transformation when it comes to health sector, education, all other sectors. Great transformation. So it's a Benin Timaya
with the economy.
Yeah. It's a Benin Timaya. Far from Ghana. So but you believe when he said, look, we are starting, let us build. That's why Alan was careful when he was speaking. What he should Ghanaians give us the power 2028 or 2032. By 2040, no, Ghana must change. Look, leaders are or more effective change, you know. And yet, how long are or more so? So, and one is what make a bold decision from the beginning. So, what call industrial revolution? We say yes. From year one, let us move into this. Aggression in the year would be shemuno, ebema man for who say, this one is serious. By the time I will be real 4 years, no one say, now I started. Even so, free power crana, a difficult say, we be to my baby drawn back. Say, oh, yeah, Nasa anya papa, na kwa artificial tina, and no na a tie a truncate and in the kaikam. So, Netano. At the idea, yeah, what data you say, China 40 maye. Singapore timaye, Malaysia motimaye, and in the kakikama, I didn't intimiate. Maybe I was in Dubai, and you go share Sheikh Phobia near Dinkomo. Yeah, and Bisamo. What's it look? Over Dubai, we don't have anything. But what we have is the leadership. Or more quality leadership. Or no, or Juma say, or the giant team. Or Juma say, or the Pesica. And to a person or Jumania Cassa, Nipa Messina, yes, I bridge away. Nipa Messina sees that way, and in the Kaika. And no, Anama, maybe a Dubai, a Drew. Oko, a quote is a Rwanda, and maybe I refer to that place in the Kaika. Paul Kigami, or just so a democratic sao. What that is a more Green City? What the people to hold the to a police for Kawachi, our bonting, near more senses, I don't know. Yes, I find no, and in the Kaika, and no, a Kenya or more, a mene or Mudim Brasso. Better before no, you need someone who come and then implement some kind of radical transformation.
Yes.
A bit mama or minus is an Obi or Hodoma, then the dishwasher, and so no, yeah, the 2 minute man, maybe I know one time.
We show one exams challenge my team, but money and I will bet his sons.
I say, a grove we didn't know. Or more stronger than Yena, hey.
Yo, Mommy, this is my next question, Hopeson, please. Now, okay, one of the key things that I also picked up from this Mr. Lanchawatin's speech is say they're going to promote, they're going to eliminate the culture of winner takes all.
That's right.
Does that mean, sir, the party is open for strategic alliances? And
why not? We are even praying class your constitution review na ekoso and converse sano say your cocotuaba. They be a party be anya 50+1 na. We don't need to go and do rerun. As I said, ultimate formal alliance with the other parties. Or they say do sooner say the two big parties agree or more common hub no their formal alliance are so be it. Say Basse or the smaller parties be never formal alliance. No more than 50+1 now. That just say you get the talent to run the country. So last time me year example be, and then NDC war abaimu. Obi ti say Professor Frimpong Boateng. Yenim say a bakuma hun semwa or ye expert pa. In fact, or bra Germany no. Part ahead and they say. Hospital no ye jumano. Imrofu du honas or no ni wa or mon person will be abeshomo. Ubi ape Professor Frimpong Boateng bibinia ne body tun or mo or no ana imrofu no pese wasa or yare. Sani pani say what hoka because our party be and then the party and the wa baimu. Etino ya jai amasa talent no ye wasting keke. So on etino. Alan, I will believe be. Last Obi Kasembi, MPP Nibi, Enra, I will news file. Was say Emrebi, say Alan, I resign, Yana Dan Rocha, a troll letter, a case, ma or monso sonoso. Was it reason here? Dan Rocha, a casa, number one reason was say Alan, I think about Ghana too much than the party MPP. Second, I know what was why, and I'm say Obi Edwin Ghana saying the party, and yes, I need pardon, and the money lead the party. Send your Ghana because Ghana ye na party so ye. Anamwa.
Yeah.
Upati ye na Ghana.
If you see candidate, we are Ghana na for na wokoton no amo.
That's right. That's right. Eti papa ne de or no
have been an advantage because we can say, oh, nipa way, even though are within the party no whatever no. Yeah, the nekwa Ghana for no be so ni more. That should really have been an advantage if you ask me.
That's right. Yeah. Yes, yeah, TUC for. Allah any presentation yeah. There's a penny for you say, this is the best man to lead the country. But as to how Ghana for better banamano anaka. So on that, you know. Papa ne kasa wuti na who say yes. I know so no. Wanye can say chiwa and poor people. Why a practical person. When him say the life umuno. Why a corporate person at age 22, no a general manager for USC departmental store and Unilever. Any other. Na wababe consultant ama UN sa eka kakra bi nko wababe the fourth most powerful person of this world. Because Oye UN General Secretary, World Bank, IMF, free one more, the next powerful WTO, World Trade Organization. Say enye MPP for yebi any free Ghana ko war na sitre African president in Ghana in 2013 and the president of WTO. So these are some of the things I think say propose send ye beya say ye kase ye or mine na obia kamubia ye bekwa yenim. Supposing say you winner takes all free one. Yeah, inclusive government. Now NDC na wasu sisi yao. Watching MPP 4 bia or mu wonim dia by 5. Watching ABA CPP be mienu bi PLC baaku bi way baaku no mu hyehyem. That nyina eye adwuma. Do you think say koka ekoso yebete? Because say be a road project na say yemfa ne say MPP ni nekura. Na waye proposer na eco parliament. Don't you think say all MPs no wamu be support because wamu person muni pan so ye den SOCD. All other parties ye be part together. Ye be burden of my Ghana than tell ye say wa utimi hu say ade we di omo aye efe. Obi say oh time papa. All because of politics. So on the know. What you said, you're quite a power. See, there be media be one black. Basa young koso as all my.
But you quickly point the mommy personal reacting to mommy. But right after the video.
Because we think about Ghana first. That is why after the elections, in spite of all that happened, which I've explained to you, I've only opened the lid a little bit. In spite of that, because we believe in Ghana first, I went and visited the president and said, here you are. This is the key to the transformation of Ghana. We believe in Ghana first, so make use of it. And it reinforces our belief in Ghana first. Now, if you look at the GTP, I'll just say a few words about that, because I want you as Ghanaians to appreciate that it is not just a question of forming a new party, but the policy initiatives that we have espoused are relevant today and will be relevant tomorrow. That's what we are. And then also focus on traditional and herbal medicine, whether we like it or not. Currently, 60 to 70% of our Ghanaian population, they only use herbal and traditional. Are you aware of that? So we must make sure that we reinforce that as part of our health system. Public housing, it's also very important, and I think that it's a priority that way. Now, the United Party, I want to listen to this very carefully. The United Party will also aggressively promote a Pan-Africanist agenda, because like Nkrumah said, the independence of Ghana is meaningless unless it is linked with the total liberation of the continent. At that time, he was talking about the decolonization effort. Now, we've gone past decolonization. But for us to become a prosperous continent, Ghana alone cannot be prosperous amidst poverty in the continent. So we have to tie our aprons together. And that's what Pan-Africanism is about. And
Hopeson,
Yeah.
for me, this is the best part of Mr. Chamatin's speech, the end part, where he's talking about Pan-Africanism. Because first of all, UP, but he's quoting Kwame Nkrumah, and that is going to reinforce the fact that this indeed is a centrist party. Mepacho reacted to Sir and another question maybe from this clip here, but Mepacho reacted to that. The Pan-Africanism now or espouse, it's going beyond Ghana. This man is not just thinking about Ghana and its economy and whatever. He's actually thinking about the African continent and how we are supposed to link up with the rest of Africa. Mepacho react to that, Mami.
Yeah. So, and America say, or no, because of the name dear, just what they share United Nations in the day, Ebra woko WTO, the connections with almost all the 54 African heads of states in Intino. Just say, or no war connections on honum. I would name Hawa, Obitima ama Africa, ye nyina ya tiase abam se look. Se ye ka se ye kɔ ne sei. Ebia moma ye ni sika baako, moma ye nye sei, ye ka ye humbom as a United Africa, whatever they will call ni ye ka ho no. I can tell you say this man can do. Hwɛ ye de ye ka ne say Africa Trade Commission. Share ne nsa say onye na wonhwe kwan obefa so obeka Africa bom. Within the matter of 1.5 years. Now, Watima can the whole Africa boom, 54 states, I'm yako into trade agreement, ya 2 days after. I just say, country be a bit my sport, ne goods, and yako any Africa country without restriction. Any other day. The walker, no, would you walker? Na say, Ghana for 8 years, ama and kaya man the opportunity. I can tell you, say, when you lay foundation to us, say, "Nasi move no." So on that, because we share the great nations, we share the US, ne, crack a kahunina. Obi de didn't see one or share BBS. Say, ye mama train Africa for call as slaves. No more conquer bedu or more countries in more mugran. A you be and a general. What the years are. And then. And fast one or Trump near more current presidents or other countries in the United or more benefited from that. So was say that time 1957 na Kwame Nkrumah sasem we dia. And yeah, as I say, funny serious. Say, and there baby a yedru as I say, a call beyond that tempo. So on that, because Kwame Nkrumah saw it. That was yes, Ghana, yanya independent. But say yamwa, at all other African countries, anya independent. Ni anka ye one mum, say one continent, yanya one president, yanya say ya. I tell you, say yenko baby ya. You know, Anna make kind guy be speech. Is it Lord Macaulay to the British Parliament? That was around 1835. Ebra Oba Africa. I know my report. I know Kase what travel across the country of Africa. That I don't know more from Africa see in a bako. What say one who or here bako cry. What say was share the word Africa ye wanna it will be difficult. What say will share your education and your solid. That amo 1835. What say will share your religion superb. Any other. Ain't you know? Say, omo betima defeat Africa there. And they just say, omo echi adwene. Na omo starting ma Africa for who say, bibi free Africa biano, enye papa. Ano omo ye ya no omo starting say, omo ya petish ya ye no omo de asichire kakra kofra. No my national.
Radio, culture.
Ebaye and him for no more I am passionate. Those days, Omunuma Pione in Sapupu. After the Nebia, snap, or goes on the Citrica Crackogum. A interpretation in your view, a snap on the name. Song that you know. What Mom you say, oh, and then. Just say, Otto and Pabua, Yaya or Ghana, a Chenipan show, Nancy was here, Kumasi and Pabua the show. Now, or pay Italian shoe. Now, the rep, he said, Otto Italian shoe, no, na Ghana, air sofa, na Italy, air costro, any other day. But what decide your money now? Look, they discuss almost say, yeah, region, and you good. I know, yes, okay, you introduce Christianity. When we introduce Christianity, I don't say, that time, yeah, region, na no more. At the Sumyamia, na chrono, any hono. Omuya book are no more painting to. Yes, we dear, your friend of Bonsam, we, and the young coupon, we, or your bosom, we, the Yesu Christo, any other day. Omuya said the mean nobody che agony. So, Netiano. Emrofo at the honum, Sabio. Bear to me catch any uncle Belma say, or Pessoa Warren. As soon almost say Africa, say, who worry me, no, and yet. Who worry me, no, and yet. So, Netiano. Tese, wamutimi ebrewashi ya ache ya adwene. Ama sesi pa se nkansem papa ya alanchemate kan nkese Ghana for etimi man the opportunity no. We say what wow si o na se we kra de. Da omo akwa akotie obi a wo ye chiwempo. Obekwa ko read books no abegina ho no aka no re no okọ. Wo di 2 mission sanso a pon ontimi nya hwe ene ade. No,
speaking of so you're a very international person. Michelle, some time ago in New York, me interview our UN
okay.
Assembly.
International Youth Network, okay.
Yes. Back in the day. But
yeah,
you now are the director of field operations for UNU Party. Maybe so. Who were any intentions of forming abroad or overseas cells, Anna? Because you know very well, say, a group like NPP USA was very instrumental in the election of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. More our plans be to form overseas cells for the United Party.
A part of your constitution. Yeah, you try a constitution. Yeah, a BBA. So external branches will be coming. Eti omo mutie omo USA though you movement for change your members will honum any other there transition to UP. Yeah, as many as possible. Omo person omo dwani bia no omo dwani. Bia me hwe say ebia program bi wɔ New York this weekend me hwe say ebia metimi ababia. Meba may take the opportunity to do a lot of media tour just to start the US branch. Yes. You better making sure say baby as many as possible no. You better many branches or honoma. Almost better many juma. Ede aboa yeah.
And as I say, I be a baby no me Ghana. But he say, oh, Oral and Chamatia form a party. Yes. May you then I'm about to join it.
Oh, Sabre your head office, Jolu. Vortic water for the normal factory be almost 30 Jolo honum. Into Drew Jolo Naka say open Vortica or Mubetro area honum. Udru honuma, your headquarters, our honum. Now all the regions in Susono. Before Siababa Apono, you war our interim regional officers, our more honum. Until very soon. I'm say acha by next midweek next I also about Wednesday. Now you move a free Accra. You call around the regions. You call establish it. In fact, we are not coming to be that party yet here. No mutiwa. Ebeka 2 months elections and we are not going to do that. We'll make sure we are going to establish all our branches. Every polling station, we are going to get our officers there. Now, strategy in so to put us ahead. Because MPP, our 5 polling station executives, NDC 409, we are aiming between 12 and 15 at the polling station. And establishes our money in every na hwebe we are polling station for one crackers or more to Amaya. Say 15 times 40,000 polling station. It should just give you a clue how we are going to go. Eti a idea ye put to in place ye near break. It will be bia wo pesa wo dwani bia no. O dear very soon. Your website is almost done. Almost done. Honestly, so no, you better publish your month for. You can just go there.
What be recruiting if you are now. Some person me join meet me once the website is done. Meet me alcohol register.
Aqua register. And January say was selected baby awo. Ebia sa wo abrochira USA no aye to direct you to a contact person. So on that no. Na ye. And is wo Accra, what you so Greater Accra. Na fe constituency awo. It you select a constituency to pay once a director to contact person any other. Ye prepare Sade no ebe shase na enche obonse na fe ye issue membership cards and so. Ye membership card no so be the modern membership card no ebe for multi-purpose. Be making sure say chief who be ma deposit iska or so wo de be church dues ni e kai ka ho. Nti a whole lot of ye ana ye. Ma
I see.
Afe na obi be se ya shase. Shebe any verse 1 month no. Na samema we nyina edida na kwan mu a obia baby obefa bia no obetimi a register amana ye.
Nice. Na afei so no say more plan before parliamentary where I mean say obviously the bigger picture is to win the executive to control everything. But as a strategy, building up to that, more plan be say bet me up for our constituencies way you low hanging fruit be or you bet me up place candidate or a grab a parliamentary seat for a start.
All the 276 constituencies in hanging fruit. We are going to contest all.
Okay.
We are going to contest all. Yenja one constituency problem. Yeah, full political party. Once we want to rule this country, we should also get majority in parliament. So on that, 2028, not a single constituency. I have a way there. Yeah, any pass one contest. No. You be making sure say you're contesting in na. And I can assure you, say, January 2029, almost in the 10th parliament, now UP, members of parliament. And so Honestly, I can assure you for that.
Interesting. Now the obvious elephant in the room, no pun intended, but a lot of pun still intended. But you see,
in 5 minutes time, no, Mr. Wana,
it's not me beside very important.
Yeah.
Obvious elephant in the room. Matty Sebisa question where I share with before Kakra, but let's rephrase the question and address it. The formation of this party would definitely affect the fortunes of the NPP. Ebimo Akase, part of the idea was to get back at the NPP. Oshe Oral and Chamatia, he has a reason to be upset with the NPP. Oshe Obi to say, wow, you have a reason to be upset with the NPP. Oral Bobia Samoa. And how do you react to that? Say the formation of this party was partly, if not in whole, to get back at the NPP. And what do you think?
Obia Sabia no na Sabio or near politically sound. Now they say Ogrom has no mama amnesty and Amiwa. Nanka, I didn't want to see the Americasiago.
More troll at Amran Sana.
And I'm a say a Pessia troll at a grass and give it to Matro. And Amiwa.
Yeah.
Me Macano number of times they say MPP. Oh, yeah, me dang. And yeah, dear, me go back to MPP. That one, people should get it right. So, Alancha Martin, oh, yeah, dang, Uncle MPP. Yeah, we, and no, Anami Apako for more party. Say about wiki obi a person winning elections there. Over weekend parties in and now they are winning. And I'm one.
That's right.
What you mean weekend party back up now they are winning? I see a weekend parties in and yet me at the winning. Now, yeah, well, MPP, we free MPP, and they have a for more say. No, because and a UP no, a MPP route, na every never. Any people need everybody. It is our route. We want people to know, say, Sava Lusuna, na ewomua, ubu, ewomu ni ni ekakika hono. Sabu no, ayira. Eti yen ani yedeba. Eti enye, yes, we want members from them. Some members ni na babedwania. We say hallelujah. You want members from everywhere. Or more any politics. Yeah, there are some people. Another meeting, lawyer be. Was you know on any party, particular party be other. So, but you know or monitor a crab you know a hadi. Say, Ohunye, Opesu Huna, or Bedjane, no a gym membership card. I was so sad. Like I can't say, so happy to hear that. Say, or Kase, or don't be any party that by we know, or who said, you may be going or Bedjane as a party. So, on the target say ABC and as say, look, Ubia wonam wiase bia no ewo ambition. Wo aim they say, o pese we say, o pese we say. Wo ye adwuma towards it, you get it. So on the no. Eti Ubia wono one nature alanchamanti nature presidential ambition back in 1996. 1996, na Young Executive Forum. Mrantie ne mabawa na chese omuye business people omunse musika ana omuye say look adubu ahiko ya anye ye no ese say ye support Alanche Mantini de Nkokodi president. That time appear Minka in his book River in the Sea, Okan page 256 was stated all clear. Was it say Alan Koyanko BTJ Ekuform ko winnie ko beye frabera for the party. Na esise impenifo che alande no kwahye dem anom ne kasa ya se je ekufo aye ni nua peni on de on makwan no onko ne eba bedru ni so eni ade tama ala conceive that na Akufo Addo conceive with obedi president conceive with obedi president enti no woye obi a wono na ye ani se Ghana ebeyeye na Ghana esi na ni so. So on the channel. To yes, sir, vision now for the country. What that is people bogua. And then there are so many ways of killing a cat. To by who knows? And maybe an American. But say, Nyankopo ni mnientia wama Akufo Addo win in 2008. Our then about 2016. Nyankopo ni mnientia Omajo Muhammadi one-time president. Oma netina opposition for 8 years afin wadinaba. Nyankopo ni mnientia. Eti Nyankopo ni mnienti omo eye ni omudi edi alan no Nyankopo ni mnienti omo omudi edi no Nyankopo nso ni mnienti a wama alan afomu party no so on eti no etamu come politics is becoming so sophisticated eti omo muti wana enya effective na ndo munya motrebo ko no mo hwade omo be hu ne ebeko first nanka traditional media eye so powerful. Obi kasa that time gra obey dem gra no akọ radio so akọ kasa. Now it was there for a few privileged people.
Yeah.
What you say?
Yeah.
Wonye minister da wonye ya o ye da akọ try radio so. So but ene akwala kete tifie eno ane se wa fa the phone obe kasa kire wiase afa na nyina. Ene ne kai ka. The world is changing and a time will come. You trunya kasa no you pin ye pa obi ani ho betima asesa omadwene eno anso omde UP beba
Ora Hopeson there was CPN himself so call executive meeting for the party me patropi ya besan Asia bio na me pese Asia ye fa great transformational plan no na ye tutum na ye tunisa ne abasa ne ye komu ye pa ne cheche mu kire ya hwefo ne ye tiefo nyina se say de ma yenya ya be yenda was CP for
bedase ayano obetima se ne me o number o chat mu na
me patropa
base metima ba New York na no mafro na yetima nya time for
they are tenacity. Okay, between one on week and Kenya background. I would easily fly over to New York to meet with you. No question
That's
about
right.
it at all. Yo. Now, last thing, the patriotic, the Pamo political suits no. I am a maintaining car. It's you style, Wamana Fatal do.
What does it?
Yo.
Oh, Kumase Amekum.
Oh, I see.
Wapam the come and only say, hey, Tiagakra.
Me cry the me who say yetia, me who say was shed the price to small you style pa e fata yellow political is now shed the call launch no.
Yeah.
Any bad cry.
That's it.
Yo, yeah, that's CP.
All right. Yo, bye.
Radio, culture.
Okay.
Radio, culture.
Okay, Mr. Hopeson Adorye, a director for field operations for the newly formed United Party. Now I was all continuing and common here. Like I said, another time your best friend need more about the great transformational plan, which is the bedrock of the formation of the party, the United Party. Thank you very much, Mr. Hopeson Adorye. Yeah, short commercial break.